Hey guys, Eric Sargent, General Manager at Ed Martin Toyota in Noblesville, Indiana. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about an ARB Twin air compressor install on a 2024 Tundra. Let's get started. Alright, so what we're going for here is a totally OEM looking install for an ARB Twin air compressor. So what we've done, we have basically this whole part right here that we're putting the compressor quick connect fitting into is the same part on the passenger side. There is an inverter. And so what we did is we basically bought another Toyota OEM part number, which we can put in the comments or in the description below. We bought these 4 bolts, this adapter. We cut out the inverter box. And then our friends at ZR Tactical in Noblesville basically cut a piece of aluminum on the water jet and put the word air in there, so just kind of a little more descriptive. So this piece of aluminum is powder coated in black. It perfectly fits inside this cavity, and the ARB quick fit mount is actually mounted directly to the piece of aluminum. So the air houses are ran to the compressor. The compressor is located on the right behind the passenger seat. Let's take a look. Okay, so the ARB Twin air compressor is mounted right behind this middle seat in the second row. Go ahead and fold it down. We are using the SDHQ bracket. This is a very nice, slim, low-profile bracket, easy to install. We'll put a link to it in the comments or in the description section below. This is a really nice location for this mount, mainly because this whole area is kind of a wasted space anyway. There's not a lot of things that you could store in this area. So great location to have an ARB Twin air compressor. There's really just not any room under the hood in these Hybrid Max Tundras. The engine bay is completely full, but also it keeps it nice and clean. So like the air filters, they shouldn't really ever need clean because your truck's probably never going to get that dirty. Right above here, there's some additional wasted space that I think some aftermarket companies will probably put like a little MOLLE panel or something here that you can use for your ARB, your air compressor and your air chucks and your air tools and such. So maybe something like that will come out in the future, hopefully. Also included in this SDHQ kit, there's also this really cool, super thick, high quality leather patch, Velcro patch that sticks to the OEM carpet. And this is great too because the ARB compressor has some kind of semi-sharp edges here. So as you can see, when you put the seat back, it's got a little bit of an indent right here. So it kind of protects the carpet from always looking nice. The air hose, we're using a stainless steel air hose, although it's a little deceiving because it is black. We wrap it in fabric loom and heat shrink it on there because we really want it to be an OEM look. So as you run it right here, nobody would probably ever see it, but as you run it on the frame rail, you're going to want to have it to be completely black so there's not an aftermarket stainless steel hose running along the frame rail. One other cool install on the frame rail, the clips that we're using before we run it up the composite bed, we are using little clips that run in that are being utilizing the factory bolt holes. So although it is ran on the frame rail, we're not actually bolting anything into the frame. We're just installing the clip behind the bolt that was already there. Okay, so switches. Again, the point of this whole install is we were looking for a complete OEM look and feel. So this 2024 Tundra Platinum Hybrid has 3 blanks. It has the light bar blanks that we've already reutilized for additional light bars, which we'll show in a separate video, and then the compressor. And this particular compressor switch is slightly bigger than these switches. So if you decide to do this project as a DIY, make sure that you get the one that is slightly larger than this one, because these little switches aren't going to fit properly in there. But as you can see, these do look 100% OEM. They have the same little light on indicator as the factory ones do. So all in all, it's a pretty nice look. Okay, so now we have the air compressor turned on. You don't hear anything in the background. The reason we don't hear anything in the background is because the compressor knows that there's no draw on it currently. So we're going to plug in our air hose that comes in the pump up kit, which we'll link in the description. And this is the new version of the ARB pump up kit. It came out sometime in 2023. And it says made in Japan on it. It's got a nice texture to it. One of the nice upgrades on this hose, other than it being textured, is it does come with a nice little adapter here for your tires. So the other one before had kind of a cheaper clip on it. So this one you just plug right in like that. Let's go ahead and plug it into the compressor. All you do is you just push on it. So just kind of line it up. push it. Air compressor kicked on for a couple seconds because it knows that something's plugged into it now. So we'll go ahead and test it out with an air blaster here. So this is my favorite accessory, not included with the pump up kit, but whenever I wash my car at a car wash, I always hook up the compressor hose and then my air tool, and then I dry my car. And then one other thing included in the pump up kit is the needle. So if you wanted to use it for like a ball inflation, and then also a couple other just random air tips for like an air mattress or raft or some kind of inflatable. And that concludes our install of a ARB Twin air compressor on a 3rd gen Tundra. Thanks for watching. Please hit thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for future Tundra content.